What is up YouTube? Bradley here from the Geek Report, and today this video is aimed to show you how to properly clean your controller inside and out. Just as warning, some of the steps I will perform will void the warranty of your controller. So I'm not responsible for any damages done to your controller. So with that being said, you will need one tool. The one tool you will need is a security head T8 Torx bit on a very narrow shaft screwdriver. You also will need some supplies. Some just plain old rubbing alcohol and just a general face cloth you find laying around your house. So, with that being said, let's actually go into the controller and take it apart so we can clean it. So, get your controller and flip it over. You'll have 7 screws. You'll have 6 visible screws, 2 here, 2 in the middle, 2 on the bottom. There's also one screw, which I've already broken the seal on. There's a barcode right under your battery holder. The barcode, under that barcode, is one screw. If you break this barcode here, you will void the warranty. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So, let's get started taking this controller apart. Now, if you don't want to void your warranty, just fast forward through this step. So, while I'm doing this, I'm actually going to fast forward the video, so you don't sit here and have to watch me take out all 7 screws. This will take a little time. Okay, once you have all the screws removed, you're going to simply grab the top, grab the bottom, and separate the two. It shouldn't take much force for this to come off, but don't be afraid to apply a little force. Now, you're presented with the controller's main motherboard and 2 vibration motors. Simply just go ahead and disconnect those motors and just pull them off. And once you've done that, you're then going to lift the motherboard out of its place. So just take it and gently work it out. You also may notice the thumbsticks are still attached. Just simply pull those off. Take your controller and sit it on a non-static surface so it doesn't mess up any of the components. Now, you're presented with the front portion of the controller here with the conductive pads. You simply just peel these off, remembering which orientation they go in. Then you're presented with the buttons. This D-pad on this controller does not come off, and some controllers will come off and some won't. So don't be afraid this does not come out. Remember where each button goes. And don't worry about putting in the button backwards, because each button has a slot on it and will only fit in one particular location. So simply just take your controller, flip it over. As you see here, all the buttons are no longer out and they're on the table. So let's start by cleaning this piece first. Get your alcohol and your face cloth. Put just a little bit of alcohol on the face cloth and start cleaning the exterior of the front panel. Make sure you get all the holes. Make sure they're all clean, like so. Okay. Once that's complete, you just sit the controller off to the top piece off to the side, and you go ahead and start with your buttons now. Take your buttons, just simply clean the outside of them. Sit those off. And what I'm doing, so I'm taking the button and just rubbing the rag on the outside of the button to make sure all the dirt and grime is off of it. Then you take the bottom and do the same that you did to the top. Make sure all the dirt is off the bottom, all the holes are nice and clean. And on this part and on the top, but mainly this part, you're going to take on your edge here, just rub it on the edge. There you go. And it cleans in this little crease here that you can see visibly. Next, your thumbsticks, you're going to try to get your rag into the little slot here. Make sure that's nice and clean. And that's pretty much it as far as cleaning wise. Now it's the fun part, reassembling all of this. So I'm going to fast forward through this part and come back in a second once it's all put back together. Okay, one thing to mention also is when you put the thumbsticks back into the spot, let me find the other one. Ah, here it is. It will only go on one way. Also, one more thing to note is your battery connectors do have a channel that they fit into. Make sure they go into this channel so you don't bend the wire or, bend the connector itself. So once the controller is back together like you see here, flip it over and make sure all the buttons in their proper locations. And just give it a quick run through to make sure all of them feel like they normally would. Then if that all tests out fine, then you've done it right. So you simply flip it back over and reinsert the screws. Okay, so the screws are all back into place, and one thing to mention, do not over tighten the screws. This is a plastic mold, so they will strip out. And you do not want that to happen because it will be a pain to get them back out if you ever do plan on taking your controller back apart. So, and for the ones that did not want to void the warranty by opening it, this is what you do to clean it. Take the same rag and some alcohol and just go along the outside like you normally would cleaning something. So this is already clean. I won't demonstrate the whole process. After you clean the controller properly like I've showed you and replace the battery pack, you simply just hold down the Xbox button and it will turn on your Xbox like normal, and all your settings and all your profile for this controller will be remembered. You do not have to resync it. So guys, this video has been about how to clean your Xbox 360 controller. I am Bradley from the Geek Report. Stay tuned, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and remember, stay geeky.